Located on the inland sea in western Honshu, Hiroshima will forever have its name associated with the dropping of the first atomic bomb on August 6, 1945. Yet despite this devastating event, a tragedy that destroyed much of the city, killing an estimated 260,000 people and injuring more than 160,000 others, Hiroshima and its resilient people bounced back. In fact, this remarkable city, which so many believed would be uninhabitable for decades had, by 1974, doubled its pre-war population. Hiroshima today is regarded as the world's peace capital and is home to such notable attractions as the Hiroshima Peace Institute, as well as a number of important structures that survived the bombing, if only as ruins, and which provide a sobering reminder of that fateful day. Despite this association, the city remains a vibrant, exciting tourist destination with plenty of fun things to do day and night. It's home to great museums, galleries, and gardens, as well as important cultural events such as the Hiroshima Flower Festival, held each May since 1977 and attracting 1 million visitors. Learn more about the best places to visit in the city with our list of the top-rated tourist attractions in Hiroshima. Number 10. Mazda Museum. Car enthusiasts won't want to miss the Mazda Museum, which pays homage to one of Japan's oldest car manufacturers. The company switched from machine tools to automobiles in 1930. While enjoying an up-close look at some fine-looking cars is reason enough to visit, the real excitement takes place with the tour of the adjoining manufacturing plant. From the comfort of the observation deck situated directly above the production line in Plant 1, you'll watch in amazement as these great-looking vehicles are put together before your eyes. Afterwards, you have the chance to learn about Mazda's future vehicle plans, and can pay a visit to a store selling branded goods and toys. Reservations for the 1-hour-long plant tour need to be made in advance, and can be done via the company's website. See official site link in description. Number 9. Hiroshima City Asa Zoological Park. Owned and operated by the city since it opened in 1971, the Hiroshima City Asa Zoological Park, Hiroshima-shi Asa Dabusukon, is a fun, and certainly less intense, diversion from the many sometimes somber, yet vitally important, museums and monuments in the area. Covering an area of close to 124 acres, the zoo is home to 170 species of animals, including native species such as lesser pandas and Japanese giant salamanders, along with African animals including lions, giraffes, and rhinos. A fun children's petting zoo is also on site. Located in the city's suburbs, the zoo is easily accessible from the city center by public transport. Hot tip: if possible, take advantage of the special evening safaris held throughout the summer. Number 8. Hiroshima Museum of Art. Consisting of 8 galleries, the Hiroshima Museum of Art, Hiroshima by Jutsuken, is just one of a number of world-class art galleries worth visiting. Highlights include a collection of paintings by European masters such as Monet, Renoir, Degas, Mayol, and Picasso, representing key movements such as Romanticism and Impressionism. There are also numerous works by leading Japanese artists such as Ryohei Koiso and Yuzo Saiki. Be sure to also visit the Hiroshima Prefectural Art Museum, Hiroshima Kenritsu by Jutsuken. Opened in 1968, it focuses on the work of local artists, including collections of art related to the atomic bombing, as well as a children's gallery. The Hiroshima City Museum of Contemporary Art, Hiroshima Shigendai by Jutsuken, is also worthwhile with its many permanent and temporary exhibits. Number 7. But first, if you are new here, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you found the video helpful. Do you know which famous landmark was located directly under the blast of world's first atom bomb? Put your answer in the comments below and stay tuned because I am going to give you that answer soon. Now going back. Fudoin Temple. the city's Fudoin Temple is also worth visiting. This popular attraction is a fine example of the architecture of the Muromachi period between the 14th and 16th centuries. Although only 4 kilometers from the epicenter of the atom bomb blast, the main building survived intact, apart from some damage to its roof. Highlights of a visit include seeing the temple's main hall, which is famous for its elegantly carved statue, and is now designated as a national treasure. There are also numerous important statues sprinkled among the temple's other buildings, as well as a bell tower dating from the 15th century. Number 6. Mitaki-dera Temple. Of Hiroshima's many fine historic temples, one of the most attractive is Mitaki-dera. Originally built in AD 809 and reconstructed after the war, the site is as famous for its splendid temple as it is for its beautiful grounds. Come autumn, the trees here burst into an array of vibrant reds and golds as the maples change color. Also known as the Three Falls Temple for its location at the foot of Mount Mitaki, the temple is notable for its red lacquered pagoda, Tohoto, and nearby waterfalls. Number 5. Memorial Cathedral of World Peace. One of the largest Roman Catholic churches in Asia, the huge grey Memorial Cathedral of World Peace was built in 1954 on the initiative of a German Jesuit priest named Hugo Lassalle, who had experienced the explosion of the atomic bomb firsthand. Officially designated as the Assumption of Mary Cathedral, it was designed by leading Japanese architect Murano Togo. The building was largely paid for by contributions made by numerous countries and stands as testament to the ability of nations to work together when necessary. A highlight of a visit includes seeing the cathedral's 4 bells and the 46-meter-high tower, presented by the German town of Bochum. Other notable features include the splendid organ provided by the city of Cologne, the bronze doors from Dusseldorf, and the altar presented by Belgium. If time allows, consider popping in during daily mass. Number 4. Shukkei-en Garden. Located on the banks of the Oda River sits the beautiful Shukkei-en Garden. This oasis of peace and tranquility was splendidly laid out by Asano Nagakira of Kyoto in 1620 in imitation of the famous landscaped garden on the western lake of the old South Chinese Sung Dynasty capital of Hangzhou. Once the home of Emperor Meiji, the gardens opened to the public after being donated to the city in 1940. Despite heavy damage from the nuclear attack of 1945, the gardens reopened in all their former glory in 1951. A highlight of a visit is simply walking its many garden trails and traversing its bridges while enjoying the abundance of pools and streams, which draw their water from the Oda. For a truly memorable experience, opt to join in one of the authentic tea ceremonies offered at the on-site tea houses. Alternatively, drop into the Sensui Tei tea shop for a soothing tea, or coffee, and sweet treat, an even better experience during the spring blossoms or fall colors. Number 3. Hiroshima Castle. Also known as the Castle of Carp, Hiroshima Castle, Riho, was built in 1593 as the residence of local nobleman Fukushima Masanori before passing into the possession of famous samurai Asano Nagakira in 1619. The castle's lovely 5-story main tower, fully reconstructed in 1958, contains an informative museum dealing with both the history of the city as well as the castle itself. From here, you'll also enjoy fine views over Hiroshima, the harbor, and the island of Mikojima on the top floor. Of interest within the castle grounds are 3 trees that famously survived the atomic blast, a willow, holly, and eucalyptus, as well as a concrete bunker used for radio broadcasts after the bombing. Be sure to also view the castle at night, when it is lit up in colorful displays that change with the season. Number 2. The Island Shrine of Itsukushima. Miyajima, aka Shrine Island, is one of Japan's most important, and most visited, coastal sites. Covering some 30 square kilometers of Hiroshima Bay, the island is famous for the spectacular Itsukushima Shrine, dedicated to the princesses Ikikishimahin, Tagarayami and Tajitsuhime, daughters of the Shinto wind god Susanoo. First mentioned in AD 811, the shrine's buildings rise out of the waters of a small bay supported on piles and, at high tide, appear to float on water, presenting a picturesque and colorful spectacle with their red timber framing and white walls. The buildings are linked by covered gangways. It's a particularly attractive sight at nighttime. Highlights of a visit include the main hall, Honden, the offerings hall, Haiden, the prayer hall, Hayden, and the hall of 1,000 mats, Shinjokaku. You'll also want to see, at the far end and flanked by 2 music pavilions, the stage, Takabitai, used for cult dances, Bugaku, Kagura. Dances are performed here during festivals. Be sure to spend time exploring the island itself. It's quite lovely to see, and is famous for its exquisite gardens and wild, yet friendly deer. Note, if you're planning to visit prior to 2022, you can expect some interruptions due to major renovations at this temple attraction. Check the shrine's official website, below, for further details of closures. The aforementioned Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park and Miyajima Island tour is a great way to enjoy this spectacular UNESCO World Heritage Site. This guided tour takes in the best of the attraction and its many monuments and shrines, and includes a pleasant ferry ride that takes you to the mainland. Number 1. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Created to symbolize the need for everlasting peace, Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, Hiroshima Heiwaki Nenkun, commemorates the many victims of the world's first nuclear attack in August 1945. Located at the epicenter of the blast in what was once a bustling part of the city, the park includes a variety of important monuments, memorials, and museums relating to the events of that fateful day and its aftermath, and attracts more than 1 million visitors each year. In addition to the grounds and gardens, with their colorful cherry blossoms, highlights include the Peace Memorial Museum, the Memorial Cenotaph, and the Flame of Peace, as well as perhaps the site's best-known landmark, the Atom Bomb Dome. This much photographed landmark comprises the ruins of the old Chamber of Industry and Commerce, which lay at the epicenter of the explosion. Also of interest are the Children's Peace Monument with its sculptures of a young girl holding a paper bird, and the monument to the victims of the atomic bomb, a concrete arch through which the atom bomb dome can be seen. A great way for tourists to see the site is via the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park and Miyajima Island tour. This excellent introduction to 2 of the city's top attractions includes an English-speaking guide to share the stories behind this moving testament to man's folly, as well as a tranquil ferry ride to and from Shrine Island. Now, if all of that isn't enough to convince you that Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park deserves to be the number 1 place to visit on my list, just think about this. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park houses the world's famous landmark, the Atom Bomb Dome, which was located directly under the blast of world's first atom bomb. Well, that is it for my top 10 places that you can visit in Hiroshima, Japan. Let me know in the comments below which country to explore next. You can find me on Instagram at Traveling Nebula. If you would like to know the top 10 places that you can visit in the city of Fukuoka, Japan, check out this video right here in episode 5 of our 11-episode Japan series.